Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of the YouTube world, CJ Rose is back in the building. Welcome back to the channel. It is main event time on Summerslam 2023. And it's probably the most important match on this card. And probably the most important match of the year. It is. The tribal chief, the head of the table, the big dog, Roman Reigns, defending the undisputed Universal Championship against main event Jey Uso in tribal combat. Anything goes. No disqualifications, no countouts. Only way to win, pinfall submission. This was too much to handle. I'm sorry. This was too much to handle. Like this was just way too much, man. Like, I had Roman winning, but again, I didn't have Roman winning 100% because it was like that percentage of where Jey Uso could really do it. You know what I'm saying? But the problem was that anything goes stipulation. I mean, no matter what happened, it was gonna be all legal. That was number one. But then again, I don't think that even mattered because once Roman Reigns gets that signature ref bump, once that ref bump comes into play, then anything goes after that. So in that regard, I'm like, I don't think it mattered if it was anything goes or not. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It is what it is. But since there was anything goes, we saw tables, chairs, and kendo sticks. I think steel steps came into play. I don't remember. But we saw a couple things. Nothing really extreme, whatever the case is, right? So, we were told that Solo Sikoa was taken out. Because remember, Jey Uso, Solo Sikoa had a match on SmackDown, right? And boom, Jey Uso took out Solo. Right? Boom. So Solo's not supposed to be here. So I'm thinking like, okay, it's about to be a straight up match. Of course, it wasn't gonna be, but you know, you gotta be optimistic sometimes. You gotta be optimistic, right? So their guys in the crowd and everything, they fighting and everything. So Jey Uso sees a table. And he's about to pick up Roman. He's about to give him a Samoan drop through the table because earlier he gave a Samoan drop to Roman through one of the tables on the outside of the ring. So now he sees another table. He's about to give Roman another Samoan drop, right? Turn around. Here's Solo. Solo's here. The minute I saw Solo, I said to myself, yep, Roman won. Yep. At that point, I was 100%. I was 100%. I was 1,000%. I'm like, man, ain't no way Roman losing this now. With Solo right there, why would he lose? So then Solo hits a Uranagi, boom, through the table. And boom. Picks up Jey. Puts him back all the way in the ring. At this point, I'm just like, all right, let's just see what happens. I'm playing it out at this point. I'm letting the match play out. I'm like, all right, cool, whatever, right? So to get back in the ring, Solo and Roman about to do their Samoan Spike spear combo or whatever. Roman running to the ropes. He's running. Jey maneuvers Solo to get in front of the spear, and boom, Roman spears Solo. And then Jey spears Roman, 1-2 kick out, right? Boom. So here we are on the outside. Roman's leaned against the barricade, and Roman's extending his hand to Solo. And Solo's just looking at him. He's not saying anything, he's just looking at him. He's looking at him with disdain. And it's probably because Roman speared Solo, right? He speared him. And so Roman's looking a little lost. Solo's like, better get that hand out of my face. Right? So boom. they're talking, they're arguing, and communicating. Like Roman's like, you think I meant to spear you? Yeah, that was an accident. I didn't mean to do that. And Solo just feels like he just felt disrespected. He's like, why did you spear me? Like, you know, like they're just talking at this point. And then out of nowhere, Jay comes out of nowhere and boom, spears Roman through the barricade. So like, boom, right? So then Solo just shakes off everything. He says, all right, we'll get back to that later. So he takes up Jay, looks at the announce table. He's about to put Jay through the announce table. Instead, Jay's able to reverse, put Solo on the table, then climb on the barricade, and then and Jay did exactly what Solo did to Jimmy, right? Boom. Splash through the table, boom, right? Got up real quick, brought Roman back in the ring, spear to Roman, gets on the top rope, also splash, right? Now, me personally, even if what happened next didn't happen, I still sit here and believe that he wasn't gonna kick out. I mean that he was gonna kick out, right? Like, I'm like, that's it? Nah. You would have to do a lot more to beat Roman, right? Or whatever the case is. So boom, hits the Uso splash, right? 1, 2. Somebody just yanks Jay out the ring. It's a dude in a hoodie with a bandana around his mouth, right? So obviously we don't know who the hell this is. But I think, well, let me just say this, right? So you don't know who that is. Takes the hood off. You see the braids. Then you see the eyes. Brings the bandana down. It's Jimmy Uso. It is Jimmy Uso. Jimmy Uso has just cost his brother the Universal title. Now, normally I say I didn't see this coming, but I'm not going to lie to you. This was a scenario I had in my head. I did. I had this scenario in my head because I thought, because think about it, right? Jimmy gets taken out. Jay gets his match, right? You kind of had a thought that Jimmy was gonna come back at SummerSlam, right? I kind of had that thought. Again, that was one of the scenarios I had in my head, that Jimmy was gonna come back and he was gonna screw his brother. I also had another scenario where he came back and he helped his brother, right? But boom, Jimmy screws Jay. And Jay's just standing there. He's not even looking at his brother anymore. He's just looking down. It's like he's ashamed that it's like he's ashamed that he did it, but he doesn't regret it. And Jay's just looking at him like, what's going on? So everybody's confused. The crowd is booing the dog shit out of Jimmy. They letting him have it, bro. They letting him have it. But again, Jimmy's not looking at him, at his brother. Paul Heyman's just staring a hole into Jay. Because apparently maybe Paul Heyman knew about this. I don't know. But then Jimmy, boom, super kicks Jay, rolls him back in the ring, and Jimmy just leaves. And while Jimmy's leaving, Roman Reigns sees him, and he's confused. I don't know why he's looking like he confused, but honestly, at this point in time, I'm just waiting for SmackDown. I want to hear the explanation. I really want to hear this explanation. But he sees Jimmy leaving, but then he's looking at Jay, and Roman at that time is like, I gotta lock in, I gotta focus. So he's waiting for Jay to get up. Jay's up. Boom, spear through the table. Table was set up in the corner. Boom, spear through the table. 1, 2, 3. Roman Reigns is still the tribal chief, and he is still the undisputed Universal Champion. Thanks to Jimmy Uso. Oh man. Now I'm just all curious as to find out. You know what? If we're gonna do Jay versus Jimmy at some point, I'm actually so curious how that match is gonna go. Because to me, I think Jimmy and Jay have the same moveset. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like both of them do the same exact things. Like, so I'm so curious how that match will go. I'm actually so curious how that match goes. I mean, that might mean Jimmy may get a new theme. I'm so interested how this all gonna go. I am interested as hell to see how it's gonna go. I cannot wait till SmackDown. Hopefully we get an explanation. Boy, this is crazy. The story gets deeper and deeper. Boy, this is crazy. But yeah, that was SummerSlam 2023. Pretty good SummerSlam. They were pretty good SummerSlam. I'd say it's a pretty good SummerSlam. Yeah, that's all I got. That's all I got. September 2nd is Payback. We waiting for that. That's a month from now. So, well, you won't see me within that time. You'll see me beforehand because August 27th is All In. I will be watching it. It is on Sunday. I will be watching it. It's at 1 o'clock though. 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm gonna have to get up early. And that's my day off. I usually don't get up early on my days off. But we're gonna do what we gotta do. We're gonna do what we gotta do to make sure it get done. You understand what I'm saying? But it is what it is, man. Until then, it's been Rose, man. Thanks for watching. Nick for Love Sport. As always, you already know what it is, man. We got things coming. Just be on the lookout for them. That's all I gotta say. So until next time, peace, love, 100. You heard?